Morning, y'all. Y'all, sound like Paula Dean here. Anyway, um, while my son gently sleeps, I am going to make ribs for him today. But I'm going to try something that I've never done before. I bet you no one else has ever done before either. I don't know why it's what come to my head here. Here's my game plan. Now I'll just show you as we go. I'm going to stop it right here. This is step one. You're looking at parchment paper. Yeah, I know, ribs, parchment paper. And, I don't know, teaspoon smoked paprika and some little bit of cayenne and some secret peppers there. Um, Ribs have already been rubbed with the Puckett family recipe dry rub. It's McCormick's cinnamon and it's so good. McCormick's cinnamon dry rub is really good. The Puckett family recipe's already on there, and I'll be right back in a little bit. Okay. Um, First rib is going to be wrapped up in parchment paper. Oh, I almost forgot. There's with the sauce. You got the sauce on there. It's awesome. But you also got poured over the top. My secret ingredient is the juice out of mild pepper rings. Not a lot, like quarter cup, half a cup, or something like that. That will get soaked up in there. It'll steam into there and give us. You'll see. Well, no, you won't be able to see because I'm gonna eat the whole thing with my son. Anyway, I'll be back in a minute. First, parchment paper. Um, any kind of sauce you want to use. So apple juice would really be really good, or something like that. If whatever you want to use, just put a little bit extra moisture in there, just a little bit, and you'll see why in a minute. Okay, the parchment paper, the ribs on the inside of the parchment paper, and now what I'm doing. Yeah, this is going to be the part where a lot of people are being like, "No, you're not." Yeah, I am. I'm going to take plastic wrap, uh, cling wrap. You know, people call it a bunch of different stuff, and it's going to get wrapped with that. And I'm pretty convinced that my parchment paper on the inside, and I'm going to use the cling wrap as a third layer for moisture to hold everything in. Nothing's going to get out that way. And then I'm going to wrap it in aluminum foil, and I'm going to go low and slow. And the low and slow process should make so none of that melts. The parchment paper is going to protect everything. The aluminum foil, it's going to work out. I know it is, but we'll see. I'll be back in a minute. I'll show you what it looks like right before it goes into the oven. Okay, so that's what we started with. Now, got the rib. He's wrapped up in parchment paper at first, then the plastic paper cling wrap. I actually ended up having to double bag him because never mind, I'm just gonna let that go. Double twice around it with the plastic because there was little places where I was afraid I wasn't getting a 100% seal. So I'm looking for a 100% seal with that plastic. Now I'm gonna wrap them up in aluminum foil. And I used to love to smoke my ribs, but where I am now, I'm not allowed to have any kind of charcoal or propane or that kind of stuff out on my balcony. So I built this wonderfully magnificent electric smoker that I had for a while, but somebody with a psychological imbalance has it now. But nonetheless, I'll be back here in a little bit. Okay, so it's been about 2.5 hours, actually almost 3 hours ago since I started this, and I want you to notice something. So here's the first one out. There's aluminum foil, not one single drop of liquid is on the outside of this package. Every bit has stayed inside of this parchment paper and this plastic wrap that was wrapped around, had aluminum foil wrapped around it also. Not one drop. Not even one. These are going to be awesome. So here it is out of the oven. And what we're going to try to do now is we're going to take the bones out. A little hot. That's when you know you got everything about right. When the bones come out, just a little bit of resistance. That's perfect. And if my cameraman, Mr. Coda Puckett, would follow me a little bit here, what I've done is I've taken an apple I'm going to pop the cores out of them. Not the cores. The core is this. I've used a corer to pop slices, these things, whatever you want to call them, out. And what I'm going to try to do is put these back in where the ribs came out of. So now I'm going to have, get down on that color. Right there is an apple stick rather than a rib bone. So I'm going to go through, and wherever I took the ribs out of, the rib bone out of, this was not working too good. This is my first time doing this. This is a new thought process. I'm going to put the apples back where those rib bones were, and then I'm going to make slices where there's 2 each, and then I'm going to broil them just a little bit. And once I broil it, everything will come just a little bit harder across the top, and these apples will cook inside of there. How awesome is that going to be? I'll let you know how good it tastes. Alright, bye.